You have your phone?
Oh, yes, wait.
Luiz, entramos aqui já. Você tá no. Entra no primeiro link que eu mandei, que é o do teste, hein? How are you, Evelyn? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well. Thank you.
Good.
That's great. I'm just waiting for Louis. They're already, and Louis too. So let's take a minute. Yeah. It's good to center yourself in the middle of the screen. I'm not going to be in this room with you guys, but I'm going to give some instructions for now.
Where is Luis? In Brazil?
No, he's in New York.
Oh, wow.
He's already here. Alcina already.
I hear voices. I just didn't know where everybody was.
No, not yet. Let me check this. Oi, estamos aqui já. Ele tá no link certo? Eu mandei dois links, certo? Eu mandei dois links. O primeiro é do teste. Ó, eu mandei um último e-mail, eu mandei agora, tipo, 5 minutos atrás. Pede para ele olhar esse último e-mail, eu mandei com cópia para você. É do teste. Oi. Links for today. No. The last email I sent to you, it was 5 minutes ago. Links for today, 3:20. Agora sim.
Ok.
It's just Luis. We just have to wait for Luis.
Tá. Então, eu só quero pegar as perguntas.
Ele está procurando.
This is just a warm-up. But Evelyn, I just feel like your face is kind of reddish.
It is.
There's a light.
Of course, then it's darker. Let me see if I can find another lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find the question?
Yeah, everything. Não, eu tenho que achar.
Érica, você tem as questões aí?
Também estão no e-mail. Peraí. Pede para ele. Luiz, deixa seu e-mail aberto.
Tá, está aberto.
Então.
Quer
O
botar
e-mail
pra
que eu
mim?
mandei.
Eu estou no meu computador, ele não vai também.
Ai, gente, espera um pouquinho. Vou pegar tudo agora. Peraí. Luis entrou.
Hi.
Hi, Luis. How are you?
Fine, and you?
So,
Hi, how
Hello,
are you?
Louis.
How is
Hello,
everyone?
Evelyn.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi. Is
Nice
that
to meet
better?
you. Yes,
So,
welcome
Eric?
everybody.
Erica, is that better?
yeah, much
Right?
better. Yes, it's better. So you can, as you can see, like Evelyn followed my instructions. She's the only one who followed my instructions.
I know.
So
Good
she,
afternoon, Evelyn.
Hello.
And good afternoon, Luis.
she typed Evelyn Pinkos, art dealer, New York. I'd like you, Luis and Louis, when you come back again to the live link,
Right.
you're gonna see your display that you have to put your name on there. So you have just to type it out again.
Okay.
Luis Castro
Okay.
Malaga, art dealer, Peru, right?
Okay.
And Luis Ventura too, okay? Luis?
Yes.
So first of all, I'm not going to be on screen. I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to stop my camera. But for now, these instructions, I'm going to be online with you guys, just to give you some instructions. So first of all, try to be right in the center of the screen, because sometimes I'm going to change the layout like this.
Okay. Okay.
So, I have a set of questions, Luis, and
Yes.
there's some good questions also. So in the middle of the conversation, we can start coming out with some questions.
Sure.
Because I want to follow like a script, because we are
Okay.
probably doing a documentary about that. So I have a script. So the questions I made is within the script. But I can add your question, which are very good. Also,
If it comes up,
but in
perfect.
between, okay?
Okay.
And actually, you can yourself, you can ask these questions, and we all answer together. I can ask, and we can be like a conversation. It would be nice if it's like a nice talk among us.
Sure.
And Erica can help also. Erica, you have the questions Malaga made. You have the list of them. And
I sent to
you can
you.
do some of the questions also, Erica. You can help with some of the questions. Put up the question that we answer.
So yeah,
here.
I'm going to. I can write some questions over here. And
Yes.
you can, as you can see on your right side, there is a column over here. Can you see it?
Okay. Yeah.
And every time there's a question comes, I can show you guys. And Luis, I think so. You just pay
Okay.
attention here on the screen.
Do you mean where it says private chat?
So this private chat is going to be just among us. So
Okay.
hi, I can say, Evelyn, please look at the camera, for example.
Hi, I see. Okay.
Right? It's like for our internal conversation, like behind the scenes conversation. So something like, oh, it's a hard question, for example. This kind of stuff. We can, I can just say, it's just 5 minutes to finish, because our live is supposed to last around 1 hour. It doesn't have to be like 1 hour on time, but it can be 50 minutes to 1 hour and 5 or something like that, but not 1 hour and a half, for example. Right? It's too much for people to watch it. And at the same time, I'm going to manage through this tool the questions. They are coming from YouTube or Facebook, and I'm going to curate all of them, and then I'm going to write them here, so you can read the questions. Any of you can read the questions or can respond. Like here, I can hide or I can show the questions over here. So just pay attention on the screen. What else? It's very dynamic conversation, and just try to be relaxed. And Luis,
Yes.
so yeah, let's try to.
Yeah, I'm playing around with with some angles here. There you go.
It's really heartening to know that this connecting with does. Where the anxiety comes in, or saying it's scary that I'm getting all this attention, is how do I keep evolving this work? How do I keep changing it? How do I not stagnate, especially when you feel like, oh, I've stumbled up to something pretty cushy. I can just
So just a quick. What we're going to do, Luis, just to make sure, we have to start on time at 4 p.m. because it's already scheduled on Instagram, on Facebook and YouTube, and it's just automatic. We have to start at 4 o'clock, and then I'm gonna start with a opening like this. I don't have the opening here. Because this is the test, but there's a little opening, a 10-second opening, and then after the opening, Luis is going to introduce you guys, and he's going to present. It's a little introduction, right, Luis?
Mm-hmm.
You already know how to. Mm-hmm. You're going to present both of them at the same time. How are you gonna do that?
Yeah, but I need information about them. I do not have it with me. You know where?
No,
By
Luis.
I can get. Wait a minute. If you send by mail, I can get. Yeah, let me get.
Luis, não é para falar isso.
Uhum.
E aí, quando falar,
Não, você não pode falar isso agora.
Não, é o seguinte, então você apresenta as pessoas, Érica.
Não, Luis.
Mas eu não tenho informação deles.
Você não pode ter falado deles. Desculpa, vamos fazer o seguinte.
Me dá um e-mail sobre eles que eu apresento. A Érica está aqui.
Não está comigo, meu Deus do céu.
Como é que eu vou apresentar uma pessoa que eu não sei quem é, meu Deus do céu?
Evelyn, did you have the chance to send Lois your
I did not do that.
bio?
But I can tell you about myself.
So yeah, I think it's better, Luis. They are going to introduce themselves. All right, Luis.
Get the name. Deixa eu pegar. Let me get the name. Luis Málaga and
Luis.
Luis.
Let's make it simple, Luis. Vamos deixar isso simples.
And Evelyn, hold on.
No, a Alcinda fez isso. Alcinda did it the last time we did the live. I think it really worked. It's better them to present themselves. All right?
I would do that, but I have to introduce them so they can present themselves. You know? So I'm getting their name. Luis Málaga and Evelyn.
Pincus. Pinkus.
Evelyn. And then you introduce, I will ask first Evelyn, okay? So introduce yourself. Then I'll ask Luis Málaga to introduce himself. And then I will do a series of questions. But the first question is going to be, how did you get into the art business industry? You know, you introduce yourself, of course, in the beginning. And my first question will be that. How did you get into the art business industry? And then we'll talk about that. And I want to, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe the first question of Málaga can come in after that. So then I'm going to ask you, how have you been doing your work at this moment, remotely? I mean, how have you been developing your work?
Do you mean during the pandemic or
during the pandemic? Yeah. Then the third one is, how do you select artists and works to present to your clients? You know, how do you process? How do you do the selection? I had sent these questions to Erica before. I don't know if she sent to you. What's the protocol for placing and artwork in the market place.
This is a question I didn't really understand very well. What do you mean by that?
I mean, there is a protocol when you get an artwork. You know, I have my own protocol that I follow, but you probably have yours. You know, I mean, first what I do is I do due diligence. I see what, provenance, and I see the certificates, and then I try to present the segment. Picasso. Picasso has its foundation and segment of people, a group of people buy it, some collectors try to find them. I mean, I have a process to present a new artwork in the international market. I just say simply how you do that. You know, it's nice for artists to know that, so they know how they can prepare the artwork to go to the international market in the hands of dealers. That's the idea, you know. And what kind of guarantee do we need to know if we are getting, you know, real work? A lot of falsified, you know, works in the art market. You know, usually not only the certificate, but I try to see the receipts, where they bought it, what kind of gallery, and there is a lot of things that I do to make sure this is a real work. You know, not a, you know. You know, when does the artist arouse the interest for the art dealer? How do you get interest in artwork? Either emergent artist or traditional one, let's say a Picasso, or emergent artist that's coming out now that has a good artwork. What makes you get interest in that kind of artwork or artist? How do you, you know,
promote
decide? How do you
interest
decide to get that artist and that artwork or not to get it? You know, 90% of the work that comes to my hands, I don't take. Maybe 10% or 5% only. I just
maybe you're going to you would like to ask her about criterias.
Yeah, the criteria
requirement, right? But you're going to ask Evelyn at the same time. The same question is going to be responded by Luis Malaga too, right? So both of them are going to respond. It has to be a conversation, and also Luis and Evelyn, you can also speak to them, to yourselves too. So from art dealer to another art dealer. So please feel free to do that, right?
Yes, correct.
Remember,
If you see your answer is pretty much similar to the other one, you just can't say, well, I'm doing almost the same thing. The only difference that we try to keep up to 20 seconds in each answer. Try. You don't have to. It's not mandatory, but we should try to keep it between 10 and 20 seconds, you know? Because if we are too long, we get bored.
There's some clues I would like to tell you guys. Well, when the question or the answer is too long, and I can see like people going away, I'm going to put some how can I say, some comments from the audience over here. So it's like a break moment, you know, a break. So for you guys to think a little bit something like that. They go like, "Hi Evelyn, this is me. I'm from Netherlands. I'm not sure. I really appreciate your work." Or somebody in Peru just say, "Hi Luis, this is me, Roberto. I'm watching you guys. Pretty awesome." So I'm going to put these comments over here, like showing like here. Can you see here, right? I can show the comments over here, and you can just read it, and you can interact with the audience too. So at the same time, you're going to do this interview and also this conversation, and also these questions coming and going and hiding and stuff like that.
I don't see where the questions are coming. Where will you be typing? Where do I see that?
Yeah,
on the screen. It's just on the screen. I'm going to show you.
Above you.
Can you see?
Where it now says Safira and Ventura?
Yes. Gallery official questions. Right?
Okay.
Here.
I'm saying, Eric, I just sent you the list of questions. I think it's important that they know these questions. If we can put there in the chats, you know, these questions, so they can get ready. Okay. The other question I will do is that what is the importance of art in a society. It's important. And art is, for some people, art is everything. Art helps us to understand better the cultural moment of the society, and so on, so on, so on. So you can say what you think. What should we do in the face of this crisis? I mean, how can we work? You as a dealers, how you think in the artists or galleries they can work? From your point of view as an art dealer, what do you think galleries and artists should do to really not lose the moment in the marketing?
That's
and then,
the question of the century.
yeah. Well, but you can say what your opinion. I have mine and he has his. Another point, if you think we're talking too long, always they had that moment of that we say, and then you can go in. It's not you can not interrupt, but when the person starts talking about something, he has always a moment that he breathes, and then you can get in. Say, oh, okay, or maybe how do we do that, Erica? We put our hands here, we make a sign when we want to talk. Sometimes we lose control and we start talking, we don't stop, and someone needs to make a sign, say, hey, try to like these, some, I don't know.
So yeah, what I've been doing is using this private chat to say something to you. So just pay attention here, and we are able to speak privately over here.
Okay.
Can you see? If it's not possible, I can try to break the ice or do something else, like doing this, like showing these comments or hiding these comments or saying something that the audience is asking.
Yeah, good. It's important thing to know we are doing that for the audience, for the
Yes.
artists, gallerists, even dealers.
Louis, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
very well.
Oh, okay. Remember that I do more auctions, so most of my answers are going to be more focused on the auction world, and I think it's perfect because Evelyn is more of a gallerist, I think, right? You're art dealer, so I'm going to be more in the angle of auctions.
Excellent,
Which is
because
very
right
interesting.
now auctions is working very well. People selling a lot through the auctions in Brazil.
Yeah, the pandemic hasn't affected them at all. They're doing better.
And on the contrary, people
So
buying.
I just want you to know that.
That's a good sign.
Okay, there is another question. 10th question would be, how were you before the pandemic? How are you now? And how do you think you will be after the pandemic? Before pandemic and after. What's your feeling, your perception? What you're doing, cooking, simple things about yourself, really.
Oh, it's personal question, which is great because it's got a personal approach. I think it's good.
The last question would be, what will you do when all this is over? What do you think you are going to be doing when all of this pandemic, all of this moment we're going through is over? Well, what we want here is to register this moment for history, because we are preparing a documentary also, and if we're going to use something we do here, we say here, I will ask your authorization, of course, but the objective is to talk to people, the audience, but also to register this pandemic moment we're going through for history. And then I think, Erica, can you put these questions here somewhere, and they may be in the...
I'm going to put it on a private chat, but not here in this link. I'm going to put them in the live link.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so everybody can see. It's going to be easier for them. And
but I don't think you have to pick all the questions, because I think it depends on what they're saying. You can just pick the main questions and maybe to.
I want to use the Luis Malaga questions also, because he has a good point, and I think his questions will come here, together with several that I've been doing here. So it's going to be a nice conversation, so we're not tied to anything. This is like a guide for us, but
That's right.
to have Luis Bala come. Luis, you can also ask questions. You know, you can get
Okay.
the moment you think it's right, you can question, and I would like to know about that. And then you say the questions. Evelyn can say, I can say something. Let's do
Sure.
something like that.
Sure.
If Evelyn has a question, you can do also, Evelyn. You know.
Luis Ventura, I just want to ask you not to move so much. You're moving and your camera is shaking. I don't know, the notebook is shaking, something like that. Oh,
Okay.
you were shaking at the same time. So just calm down, relax, grab a glass of water. And we have just 15 minutes right now from now. So just relax. And you have the other links. So we are going to leave the studio now, and we are going to be back in the other link, okay? I'm going to end this
So
test
you're going
right
to
now.
send the other link, Erica?
I already sent to you guys,
Just
Oh,
want to
that's
be
very
sure.
right? In red. The last email saying links for today.
Here.
The last email is links
You
for
send
today.
it on my Gmail, Erica?
Yes.
Okay. Because, okay, so this is a different link.
Yes, it's another link, right?
Okay.
I,
It
Hold on, let
says
me.
in red.
I just have the email that I'm using right now to go into the chat. That's the one you're talking about, yeah?
The last email I sent to you guys is the subject
No.
is
Links,
links for today.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I see it. It's at the bottom in red.
The bottom in red is the last is the link, the correct link for the live.
Okay,
But
fine.
Erica, I haven't received that mail with a red link. Was it sent today?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
no, I don't
same-
have it on my Gmail, right?
Yes, Lucho Battle, right?
Right. Because I received the one you sent 10th of June 10th, but I haven't received
today.
anything.
Today. I'm going to write down here on the chat. So just please copy this one. Okay.
Okay, let me copy this and
Yes.
and where should I copy it? Where should I have it?
In the browser. So just
in the
we are
browser.
going to
Okay, I
leave.
got it.
Yes, right. We're going to leave now and just 10 minutes to go. So we just please relax a little bit. Use the restroom.
Okay, StreamYard.
Meditate a little bit, yeah, and calm down. And we'll be back in the other link. Okay.
Okay.
See you later.
See you later. Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Aí chama ele. Boa tarde, Evelyn. Welcome to Sabrina Gallery. Okay.
Hi, everyone. I wrote this